This is the story of a group of friends trying to find the murderer of their beloved friend, which is me. I am Amy, and I am dead. This is Elizabeth Garvin. Her mother died when she was only 8 years old. Ever since then, her father has kept her locked inside her room, preventing her from ever seeing anyone apart from him. One day, she escaped from that room, but was soon captured by her father and put in the special school where she met Aslan. This is Aslan O'Connell. She has always been a little odd. Her childhood was rough. Being born with cataracts, she never saw the world the same as other children. Her parents neglected her. She was different. Nobody really cared for her until she met Elizabeth, who became her one and only friend. Now here they are, thinking about what happened that night. Who is telling the truth and who is not? Was it an accident? A planned murder? Or was it something more?
That night, I remember how Eliza stormed into the room we usually hang in. I was listening to my iPod, like I usually do, until I heard her breakdown. She was obviously very upset, so I went to go calm her down. But then she turned all her anger towards me. She started yelling about how she was tired of being the one to hold the group together. That she can't stand doing the same things over and over again. She screamed at me, asking why I was so detached and empty. She kept repeating the words empty and Amy. Whenever she talks about Amy, she goes off into her own world. I don't feel the same connection with Amy as Eliza does. Oh, how could I? I've never heard her speak. I know she's a mute from what Eliza and Beth have told me. But if only I could see her. Once again, I have to rely on Eliza for whatever Amy has to say. Where is Amy? Beth was mostly silent, her attention drawn to a book on her lap. Sometimes I can see her drawing in her book. She has it with her all the time, and sometimes I can hear her furiously flickering through the pages and muttering something about butterflies.
Of the wind.
Again, I tried to calm Eliza down, but it just made her even more angry. Sometimes her anger makes me want to yell. What has she done to Amy? Nothing made sense anymore. Nothing.
Night is better than day. Silence is louder than noise. Too many things I can't say. Too many not okays. That night was no accident. I walked in and saw Aslan, our new friend, sitting on the sofa with her earphones in, listening to the same old music she listens to every time. Why does she bother cover up the silence? Silence is beautiful, and her existence is disturbing it. She looks up at me and approaches me. She says something, but I ignore her. I don't want to talk to her. She's got Eliza stressed out and worried about her best friend Amy. See, every time she speaks, it just makes things worse. If only she could understand the beauty of silence. Perhaps I could show her. Aslan never liked Amy. I don't understand why, because Amy doesn't even talk to her. Eliza, however, well, she keeps asking Aslan to hang with us and tries to make Aslan friends with Amy, but it never works. Aslan is a bit eccentric. Aslan stood up and walked angrily towards me that night. She yelled something I couldn't comprehend, so again I just ignored her. She then shook me by my shoulders and forced me to look at her. I saw jealousy and anger in those eyes. Aslan was most likely jealous of Amy, and that's why she chose to overlook her. She wanted to be Eliza's best friend, and in order to do that, she just had to take Amy out of the equation. Too bad I don't really care about their friendship rivalry. However, her yelling is beginning to irk me. If only there was a way I could silence her. Who would even miss her then? This is not okay. I am not okay. Amy is gone. How can she be gone? This is not happening. Someone, please tell me this is not happening. She's always with me. She's always been the one telling me that it is okay to be who I am. We shared everything with each other. And now she's gone. Amy used to say to me that everything would be all right. She would hug me and read me stories and stay with me during the night and sing lullabies until I fall asleep. That night when I walked in and saw Aslan, I couldn't take it anymore. She never cared for Amy, my dear friend, my best friend. How could she do that to me? I really did try to make her part of the group, but it never works out. So I released my frustration and anger, trying to explain to her that she's the one building a wall between our friendship. She looked at me as if I lost my mind. Those piercing eyes struck through me, and I felt so lost. I was by the table for a long time until she approached me with anger. She was angry at me for putting Amy above her and for making Amy my best friend and not hers. You see, Aslan never had friends until she met me. Now, Amy is gone. Aslan is at fault for taking her away from me. It wasn't me. Of course it wasn't me. I would never do that to my best friend. She's just like my family. Amy, our beloved friend, I miss you.
I am Amy, and I am dead. But not really. What is the definition of being dead? The state of being dead is when an individual is no longer living. Therefore, how can I be dead if I never truly lived? Elizabeth, my only friend, you no longer need me. You know what you did, my darling. Mummy will see you again when the butterflies float up to